Jai Hind one and all. Let's wait for 5 minutes and start at 5:05. Request all the participants to keep waiting.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Akhirnya nabi coba ini ini nabi nada kata coba
లేదు టీచర్స్.
I request all the teachers to keep on mute.
స్టార్ట్ అయింది అన్ని మాటలు బయటకు వాళ్ళే అన్ని చేస్తారు కావచ్చు వీడియో అంతేనా అన్ని అయితే వీడియో ఆన్ అయితే వీడియో ఆన్ అయితే లేదు మ్యూట్ అయితే స్పందిస్తలేదు అంటే
అందరికీ జై హింద్. ముఖ్యంగా ట్రస్మా ద్వారా స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాసెస్ పెట్టడానికి ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే మనకు టీచర్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ బెటర్ అయితే కానీ స్టూడెంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ బెటర్ కాదు. అండ్ స్టూడెంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా టీచర్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ దాటిపోదు. అంటే అంటిల్ అన్లెస్ టీచర్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ బిల్డ్ అవుతే తప్పితే స్టూడెంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అనేది ఇంప్రూవ్ కాదు అన్న ఉద్దేశంతో అండ్ రానున్న రోజులలో ట్రస్మా స్కూల్స్ అంటే ఈ విధంగా నడిచే విధంగా ఉండాలన్న ఉద్దేశంతో ట్రస్మా మంచిర్యాల తరఫున మనం ఈ స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ క్లాసెస్ నిర్వహించుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. అండ్ దీన్ని దృష్టిలో ఉంచుకొని మన ట్రస్మా ప్రెసిడెంట్ సిద్ధయ్య సార్ గారిని ఒక 2 నిమిషాలు మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, all. First of all, I would like to say thanks, Mr. Srikanth Reddy Garu, General Secretary, TRSMA, Mancherial District, taken an initiative to build up the English language in our budget schools. It's really appreciable. I hope that you all participate properly and attend the classes regularly to build up your language skills. ముఖ్యంగా రానున్న రోజుల్లో ఏఐ ప్రభావితంతో మన స్థానాలు అంటే ఉపాధ్యాయుల స్థానాలు కూడా కనుమరుగయ్యే పరిస్థితులు వస్తున్నాయి. కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు మనం చూస్తూనే ఉన్నాము, సాఫ్ట్వేర్లో చాలా ఉద్యోగాలు పోతూనే ఉన్నాయి ఇప్పటికీ. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఏఐ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. సో మనం గత కొన్ని రోజుల క్రితం చూస్తే కనుక నార్త్ ఇండియాలో ఏఐ పాఠాలు టీచ్ చేస్తున్నట్టుగా మనం చాలా వీడియోస్ చూసాము. కాబట్టి బీయింగ్ అన్ టీచర్ మనం స్ట్రెంగ్తన్ కావాలి, మనం లాంగ్వేజ్ స్కిల్స్ను పెంచుకోవాలి. తద్వారా బడ్జెట్ స్కూల్లో మీ స్థానం ఎప్పుడూ పదిలంగానే ఉండాలి అని కోరుకుంటున్నాను మనస్ఫూర్తిగా. కాబట్టి అందరూ కూడా లాంగ్వేజ్ స్కిల్స్ని ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకొని శ్రీకాంత్ రెడ్డి గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఇచ్చే ఈ స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ స్కిల్స్ని మీరు అందరూ నేర్చుకోవాలని, మళ్ళీ లాస్ట్ డే కన్క్లూజన్లో మీరు అందరూ కూడా మంచి ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడాలని ట్రస్మా మంచిర్యాల జిల్లా పక్షాన ఆశిస్తున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్రీకాంత్ రెడ్డి సార్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఇనిషియేషన్ టు టేక్ అవర్ బడ్జెట్ స్కూల్ టీచర్స్ ఇన్ లాంగ్వేజ్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్ దేర్ లాంగ్వేజ్ స్కిల్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్స్ అగైన్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్. సార్ ఇంకెవరైనా మన ట్రస్మా తరఫు నుంచి ఉంటే మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ పేర్లు వి కుడ్ నాట్ ఫైండ్ అండ్ ట్రేస్ అవుట్. డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ మెంబర్స్ కానీ స్టేట్ మెంబర్స్ కానీ ఎవరైనా ఉంటే మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. ఓకే, ఫైన్. Dear teachers, as Siddharth sir have told, update, otherwise you'll get outdated, and the same thing will get replaced. Your positions will get replaced, may get replaced by AI sort of thing. So to ensure that we have our positions stable and continue in the same profession, generally AI may not replace, but AI can strengthen our teaching profession if they are properly utilized. And another thing is, if it is not properly utilized by the students, actually students are supposed to use artificial intelligence for upgrading their skills, but now if you look at the things, they are just utilizing it to copy their homeworks, their like project works, or if they are in need of a speech or something, they are just asking AI and generating and coming and delivering it. So actually it may become a threat if the student utilizes AI in this particular way, because there's no scope of thinking, and when there's no scope of thinking, definitely like it becomes a threat as cognitive skills do not get developed. But how can they get utilized in the right ways if teacher utilizes artificial intelligence in a proper way in developing higher order thinking questions and asking the students, and in generating like different levels of worksheets and giving it to the students and making them do it in the classrooms, definitely it will become an asset. So here we have two things. One is I would like to introduce our trainer Jinil sir, and another thing is లైక్ మీరు ప్రతిరోజు అటెండ్ అవుతున్నారో లేదో మనకు అటెండెన్స్ ట్రేస్ కావాలి కనుక ఫస్ట్ డే కనుక వి కుడెంట్ మేక్ ఆల్ ద అరేంజ్మెంట్, సో మనం డైరెక్ట్ జూమ్లో కండక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. బట్ రేపు కానీ ఎల్లుండి నుంచి ఈ క్లాసెస్ యాప్లో జరుగుతాయి అండ్ ప్రతి రోజటి క్లాస్ రికార్డింగ్ అవైలబుల్లో ఉంటుంది. ఒకవేళ మీరు మిస్ అయినా కూడా లైక్ మిస్ అయిన క్లాస్ మీకు ఫ్రీ టైంలో చూసుకొని వర్క్స్ కానీ అవన్నీ కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ ఇంటెన్షన్ ఈస్ జాయిన్ అయిన ఏ టీచర్ కూడా ఇక నాకు ఇంగ్లీష్ రాదు అన్న సిచ్యుయేషన్లో ఉండకూడదు. అండ్ అదేవిధంగా యాప్లో విల్ బి కమింగ్ అప్ విత్ వేరియస్ టెస్ట్ కానీ వర్క్ షీట్స్ కానీ అవన్నీ కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేసే విధంగా చూడాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. అండ్ దీన్ని ఒక ఆపర్చునిటీగా తీసుకొని మీ స్కిల్ డెవలప్ చేసుకోవాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. అండ్ హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్ జెనిల్ సార్. యాక్చువల్లీ హీస్ అన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ టీచర్ ఆఫ్ సిబిఎస్ఈ స్కూల్, స్లేట్ సిబిఎస్ఈ స్కూల్, Jannaram, and he has got vast experience in dealing up to 10th class, up to 12th class, and along with the state board and CBSE, you also have experience in like training the students on clearing IELTS. So definitely, his experience is going to become an advantage for us. He has a detailed schedule for you, proper day 1 నుంచి day 30 వరకు ఏం టీచ్ చేయాలి, మిమ్మల్ని ఏ విధంగా తయారు చేయాలన్న ప్లాన్ తో హీస్ రెడీ. నౌ ఓవర్ టు జెనిల్ సార్. Janil sir, please.
Yes, sir. Good
Take
evening.
the things
Jai
forward.
Hind.
Good evening.
So,
Jai
can
Hind.
I share, for confirmation, let me ask you, can I share some documents from here?
1 second, like host garu, like Venkatesh garu కొద్దిగా సార్ కి హోస్ట్ పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వగలుగుతారా, షేరింగ్ పర్మిషన్?
Okay, let him do that. And meanwhile, we will just begin the session. So my name is Chinil, as our chairman, sir, has introduced us. Okay, I think he has made you the host, sir.
నన్ను కాదు సార్, జినిల్ సార్ ని చేయండి. మీకు అక్కడ పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ లో జినిల్ అని ఉంటుంది. Okay. I can make, I think. 1 second.
Yeah. Please do that. And meanwhile, I'll just have a conversation. So since...
Yes, sir. You can now. I have made it. You can continue.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So now let me introduce myself. I think everyone can hear my voice. My name is Jinil Chandrasekhar. I am a CBSE English teacher, as sir has introduced me. I've also been into IELTS training, so I can teach you in that aspect as well. So I can see some 59 participants here. So since everyone cannot speak, because it may be a disturbance if everyone speaks, if everyone switches their mic on, there may be some background disturbance. So whenever someone is asked to speak, so you are requested to switch on your mic and speak. So here I can see Ramaya sir. Ramaya sir, can you please switch on your mic and speak something, just like introducing yourself to me? Can you hear me, D. Ramaya sir?
Sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. So today we have...
Okay, sir. Okay.
Just 1 minute. Give me a minute, sir. So today we have got some new faces here. I do not know you personally, and you don't know me personally. So because of this, we would like to have some ice-breaking sort of thing, so everyone can introduce oneself. Meanwhile, I'll just give you some tasks as well. And then next day onwards, we will have very serious business. I mean, there will be so many topics which we will be taking. And then there should be very visible improvement by the end of this session. That means it is a 30-day program. On the 30th day, everyone should be quite able to speak much better English. And that should be contributing to the Vikasit Bharat concept. So this is our concept. So now over to D. Ramaya sir. Please, can you please introduce yourself so that we can just know more about you? You can say anything, sir. Can you hear me, Ramaya sir? I think there is some issue with him, so he is not. Yeah, yes, Ramesh sir. Okay. Can you please introduce yourself and speak a few words about yourself? Okay, if there is some problem, over to Sravanti ma'am. Sravanti ma'am, can you hear me? Hello? Or else, if anyone can hear me and if anyone is willing to speak here, we are just introducing ourselves.
Shravanti madam will speak. Shravanti ma'am. Unmute yourself, ma'am. అక్కడ మైక్ సింబల్ పైన క్లిక్ చేయండి.
Yeah, that is also an important thing. If anyone is not comfortable with that kind of operations, let them also know it. And Sravanti
పైన
ma'am, can
స్క్రీన్
you
పైన మైక్ ఉంటుంది కదా మ్యామ్. మైక్ పైన క్లిక్ చేస్తే అది ఆ క్రాస్ మార్క్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. అప్పుడు మీరు మాట్లాడేది మాకు వినబడుతుంది.
Yes, here is another madam.
Shailaja
Shailaja
madam,
ma'am.
can you?
It's okay. So it may be some starting trouble. Don't worry. Shailaja ma'am, can you hear me? Hello?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Shailaja ma'am. So no.
Ramaya sir, speak sir.
Sir, sir,
Yes, yes, Ramesh sir, please.
voice is stuck, sir.
No, you're audible sir. Just introduce yourself. మీరు మీ పేరు, మీ స్కూల్ పేరు, ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్తారో కొద్దిగా ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకోండి.
Durgam Ramaya.
Yes,
UKS
sir.
Gupta, Biturballi. Subject is Telugu and social, sir.
Yeah, so you have been dealing Telugu and social in your school, right, sir?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello, Ramesh sir, can you hear me?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, stuck to voice.
Yes. Oh, okay. So you seem to have some technical problems there, some connection problems there. Okay, that is fine. Thank you for responding to us.
Here
And here
I have some instructions, sir, for all of them. Later we'll forward in the group also. But say teachers రేపటి నుంచి మీరు జాయిన్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు వాట్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇస్ మొబైల్ రీస్టార్ట్ చేసి జాయిన్ కండి. అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే లైక్ ప్లీజ్ హ్యావ్ హెడ్ ఫోన్స్, అంటే బయట ఆ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ లేకుండా ఖచ్చితంగా హెడ్ ఫోన్స్ తోనే వినేటట్టు చూడండి. ప్లస్ ఒక ప్రాపర్ ప్లేస్ చూసుకోండి, నోట్బుక్ పెన్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకోండి. అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి అన్ ఇంటరాక్టివ్ సెషన్. మీరు ఎంత బాగా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తే అంత బెటర్గా మీకు అర్థమయ్యేటట్టు ఉంటుంది. అదర్వైజ్ ఏదో వచ్చామా, విన్నామా, పోయామా, నేర్చుకోకపోతే ఇట్ బికమ్స్ యూజ్లెస్. అంటే మా శ్రమ అంతా కూడా అన్ప్రొడక్టివ్ గా వెళ్ళిపోతుంటుంది. సో అండ్ ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే లైక్ ఒకవేళ డేటా ప్లాన్ కనుక మీ దాంట్లో అయిపోతే అది లైక్ 1 month కి 10 GB 20 GB అని అడిషనల్ ప్యాక్ ఉంటుంది. లైక్ 15 రూపీస్ 25 రూపీస్ ఆ విధంగా ఒకసారి అది కూడా వేసుకొని ఉంటే మీకు కనెక్టివిటీ ఇష్యూస్ ఉండకుండా ఉంటుంది. జనరల్ గా డేటా అయిపోయినా కూడా మనకు క్లారిటీ మిస్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. Okay. Over to Janil sir.
Thank you, sir. So Sravanti ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So can you just please introduce yourself?
Good evening, sir.
Myself,
Myself, Shravani. I am from Martin Grammar High School, CCC Naspur. I am dealing with English and Social 4th and 5th class, sir.
Okay, great, Shravani ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Sorry. And now Shravani ma'am has introduced herself, and then we will just listen to a few more teachers, and then we will be able to speak how we can improve if someone is asking us to introduce ourselves, or if someone is asking of something other than that, what other things we have to be very careful about, or how we can improve the way we speak to each other. So now Shravani ma'am has delivered 3 or 4 sentences, and someone else should come forward to introduce themselves. I'd seen Shruti ma'am here, and now I don't see her here. Shruti ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind, ma'am, can you just speak about yourself, just an introduction, and if you can speak in detail, you may speak some 6 or 7 sentences. That would be a great favor to us. Can you please, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Jai Hind all.
Jai Hind.
Um, my name is Shruti. I'm working in Slate Group of Schools in Jennaram. It was really pleased. It's an honor to be joining in this session. As from past few days onwards, we are going with some sessions by our Jinil sir. And it is a great opportunity to talk in front of everyone in this online session. And also, we are waiting to learn something new today also. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great, madam. Thank you very much. Hats off to you. So you have spoken at length. So now I can tell everyone that compared to the speech, of course, Ravani madam has, is it Shravani or Shravanti, ma'am?
Shravani, sir.
Shravani.
Shravani.
So, yeah, I can see 2 names here. That's why I've asked you for
Shravani.
information. Shravani ma'am has done a great thing today because she has taken the initiative to speak first. Speaking first is the biggest thing that we can do in a course. Suppose whenever someone is asked to do something for the first time, that may be something like hesitating. People may have a lot of hesitation, and then it requires a lot of courage, positive approach, positive attitude to come forward and to deliver a few sentences. In that regard, I'm very thankful to Shravani ma'am. Thank you so much, Shravani
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
in the coming days, you will be a great asset to this training program. Someone is speaking. Saujanya ma'am, is that you? Saujanya ma'am, can you hear me? Yes, okay, she will be back. Okay, now Shravani ma'am said something, but that was not audible. Okay, now if you can all hear me, let us make a comparison between what Shravani ma'am said and what Shruti ma'am said. The huge difference, the most important difference was only one thing. That was Shravani ma'am just delivered 2 or 3 sentences, but Shruti ma'am delivered 5 or 6 sentences. It was a detailed expression. So that is the first difference. So the first thing we would like to tell you is that we have to speak at length when we are speaking. I think that point is very clear. So whenever we are speaking, we have to try to speak at length. I can tell you, speak at length. Speaking at length simply means speaking more. Now, who spoke more compared to Shravani ma'am? Of course, Shravani ma'am did really well. Compared to Shravani ma'am, Shruti ma'am said 2 or 3 more sentences. So that itself will make a great impression that Shruti ma'am is speaking better. Of course, Shravani ma'am may be able to speak even better than this. It was her first attempt. And next time, if I am telling Shravani ma'am to speak about herself, yes, someone is speaking.
Sure,
Yes.
sir. I'll speak.
Yeah. So now, Shravani ma'am, can you just introduce yourself once again so that you can speak more number of sentences? Shravani ma'am, did you hear me?
Sir, voice is stucking, sir, somewhat.
Yeah, it's okay. I can hear you now. Now I think you are online clearly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Now, just in the beginning, you did not know that you are supposed to speak at length. So now you have got that knowledge. Now you can speak at length. Just introduce yourself and try to say something more about you.
Okay, sir. My name is Shravani. I am from Martin Grammar High School from CCC Naspur. I am dealing with subjects English and social, and I am very happy to join in this Zoom group for the spoken English.
Pleasure is
For the
ours.
teacher.
Yes. Please go
Okay,
on.
sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so now you can see big hands. We can give a big hand to big round of applause also to Shravani ma'am.
By
Because
arranging this program, I was very happy, sir. Everyone
yes,
can learn something more than others.
yes,
Whatever we know, we will
yeah,
think that we know everything, but we
yes.
will miss something. By
Mhm.
listening this, we can learn more things from others.
Of course, of course. As a matter of fact, there is no one on the planet who knows everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
By
so
listening
everyone.
others, we can learn more things.
Great, great, great. So it is
Okay, sir.
also
Thank.
said that, thank you, thank you. It is
Okay.
also said that a teacher should always be a student. So the day the teacher ceases to be a student, the teacher will stop growing. So that is the ideology behind all these things we are doing. So now you have brought in great, tremendous levels of energy to this meeting. Thank you for that. And now I have here Saujanya ma'am, who is a chemistry teacher. Saujanya ma'am, can you hear me? Can you please unmute yourself, Saujanya ma'am? Okay, she will be back. And now you have here Beena ma'am. Beena ma'am, can you hear me? Today is the first day. There may be some hesitation, but that's okay. Tomorrow onwards, everyone should be speaking like Shravani ma'am or Shruti ma'am. And now, Beena ma'am, can you hear me? If you can hear me, or else anyone else who can hear me
Sir,
can come forward,
sir,
just
I
like.
would like to.
Yeah, great, great. Thank you so much, Samrin ma'am. Samrin ma'am, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Samrin ma'am, can you just speak
Yes.
about yourself?
Good
Yes.
evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samri. I am representing Springfield High School. I am so excited to be here today. Since English is my subject, I am especially eager to connect with fellow educators and dive into our conversation. I am very eager to have the conversation with you all. Thank you so much, sir, for having this conversation.
Great, excellent. So now you see three people have spoken here, and now we are talking about one important aspect of this. That means whenever we are speaking, yeah, if we are,
Can I expect all of you to keep yourself on mute, please? Especially Varalakshmi ma'am. Varalakshmi, Durgam Varalakshmi ma'am. Durgam Varalakshmi ma'am. Sir, Janil sir, you can keep them on mute, sir. Can you please
okay,
try
okay,
once?
I'll just check it. Durgam Varalakshmi. Yeah, I've muted. Durgam Varalakshmi ma'am is muted. Yes. Okay, now. So now three people have spoken here, and we need some more teachers to speak here. So from these three people who have spoken here, we can see that the first and most important aspect is to speak at length. When we speak at length, we look more confident. So that adds to our fluency levels. So the first point is our fluency and coherence when we are speaking. So in that, we can, first of all, we can do one thing, that is speaking at length. So instead of saying, so sometimes we may be speaking broken sentences, we may be answering something in one word. So someone is asking you, what's your name? So you may be saying, Shruti. Then you are cutting them short. It will not develop into a conversation. Even in a classroom, we may be asking some students to speak in the classroom. They may be asking answers. Hello, Durgam Varalakshmi ma'am. Yeah. Durgam Varalakshmi ma'am, can you hear me? Yeah, she is muted. No problem. So now let us come back to the point. The first point is this: we have to speak at length. So we have this problem in the classroom as well. When we are asking the students some questions, the students may be saying answers something like yes, no, or one word answers. These one word answers should be converted into phrases and sentences. This is the first challenge when we are talking about spoken English. So when you want to speak, do you want to speak small sentences or long sentences, or you want to speak at length? That's the question. So we have to speak at length. All right. So that is what three of us have already demonstrated here. Now I'd like to ask some more teachers. Krishnaveni ma'am, can you just come forward and speak a few words introducing yourself?
మేడం లైక్ మా వాయిస్ మీకు వినబడట్లేనట్టుంది, బట్ మీ వాయిస్ మాకు వినబడుతుంది. ఒకసారి ఫోన్ రీస్టార్ట్ చేస్తే ఆ ప్రాబ్లం ఏమైనా ఉంటే సాల్వ్ అయిపోతుంది మ్యామ్. ఫోన్ రీస్టార్ట్ చేయండి.
Yes. Okay.
She has some issues, sir. Go for some other.
Yeah, somebody else. Okay, Sakir sir is here. Sakir sir, can you hear me? Sakir sir, or else anyone else who can hear me. So tomorrow onwards, we will start with some content will be given to you, and based on that content, you will be asked to speak, and some teaching will be done from my side, and then there will be so many activities. But before that, we have to create an atmosphere where everyone is fully involved in the classroom. Sometimes we face this problem in the classroom when we are teachers there. We are talking to the students and the students do not open their mouth at all. That may be a problem. But now we are all teachers. We know how we are supposed to respond in a classroom. So everyone should first make an attitude, first make an approach towards this, a positive approach towards this training session. And then everyone should come join the classroom with such an attitude or such a decision, a determination that today I am going to speak well, I am going to speak in my best possible way, so that I will get a chance to learn something new. My teachers will, my trainer will notice a few plus points and minus points in my speaking, and he will explain all these things to me. So then I will get to know where I have to improve and what kind of plus points I have to preserve in my speaking. All these things we'll get to know. But if such things have to happen, we have to be very much energetic in the classroom. When we are doing this online session, we should be very much energetic. And then there may be some technical issues which we will address today. And we will have a better understanding about how to manage all these things, as sir has already given you some instructions like recharging your account with some new packages, and then restarting your mobile phone before you entering the class, before you joining the class, and using some headphones if you have some external disturbances or something like that. These kind of things we can do. And now here we have got Anusha ma'am. Anusha ma'am, can you hear me? Anusha ma'am, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself? This is the first day. We just need some ice-breaking sessions. And if Anusha ma'am cannot hear me, here we have got Sambat sir. Sambat sir, can you just speak? Anyone speaking will be an added advantage. So Sambat sir, I think he cannot. Sambat sir, can you hear me? All right, I'll move on to more people.
So good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Who is that? Sahir from.
So my name is Zahir, sir. I'm from Trinity High School, Mancherial.
Okay. Yes, please proceed.
I'm dealing with the biology subject in the school, sir.
Okay.
And it is a good initiative taken by the TRSMA, sir. And very happy to see that most of the teachers, our colleagues, are online, and we are able to meet them online, and we can have a conversation with them, and we can share some of the things with our private school teachers. And as the students are day by day, they are developing, they are using the smartphones and everything, and they are upgraded day by day.
All right.
Teachers are lagging behind somewhat because the upgradation of the students is more than the teachers. So what I feel is it is better to upgrade ourselves according to the situations which are going on now in the world. And the teachers who are there, in the future of the teachers completely depends upon the English speaking. So that's what I believe. And I thank Sidya sir and TRSMA members and Jinil sir, for taking
Yes.
such a huge initiative and making all the teachers to come on one platform and have a conversation with each other.
Great,
Thank you, sir.
great, great. Thank you so much, Sahir, sir. So you have spoken at a real good length and you have elaborated on a few points. And now we understand what it means when we say speaking at length. So this is the first thing. Now here I have shared an MS Word document. Can you all see this MS Word document?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yes. So now here we can say Sravani ma'am. Sravani ma'am. What is written here?
Shravani.
Yeah. Now what is there?
Shruti
Yeah.
ma'am.
Shruti ma'am. And after that, who spoke?
Samrin ma'am.
What was her name?
Samrin.
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 Samren.
Yeah, Samrin ma'am has spoken. And now Sahir sir also has spoken, right? Okay. Now the first thing we would like to tell you is that instead of saying Sravani ma'am, today onwards, let us say Madam Sravani. Okay? Is that clear? You can respond to me now. People who want to respond. So here
Yes, sir.
we'll say Madam Sruti, and here we can say Madam Samreen, and here we can say Sir Sahir. So what have we done? We have made a correction. Actually, whenever we salute a person with that kind of a salutation, that salutation should be used in the beginning. So since I'm training you, I should not teach you anything wrong. So that's why Madam Sravani, Madam Shruti, Madam Samreen, and Sir Sahir. Now, let us say, if you can see, Madam Sravani spoke a few sentences. Spoke a few sentences in the beginning, right? Spoke a few sentences in her first attempt. And then after that, when she was given a chance, she spoke at length. When she was given a second chance. So what are we now talking about? We are now talking about speaking at length. So Madam Shruti, in her first attempt itself, she spoke at length. So that was the one difference between Madam Sravani and Madam Shruti when they spoke for the first time. And this was corrected by Madam Sravani immediately, since she is an English teacher, she is capable of doing that. And then Madam Samreen, when you talk about Madam Samreen, she had a better accent. Spoke with a better accent, and she spoke more confidently. These are all things which we have to notice. And finally, when it came to Sir Sahir, he spoke at real length. Okay, he spoke at real length. Sorry. Was extremely confident. So now look at these points which we have taken from the speeches made by these four wonderful speakers. So they are the ones who have spoken first. So first, when we talk about it, who was that? It was Madam Sravani, who spoke a few sentences only because she was not aware of that. And then Madam Shruti spoke. She spoke at length. And then Madam Samreen spoke. She had a better accent. She focused on her pronunciation. And then Sir Sahir spoke. Yes, if anyone has anything to say in the middle, you can stop me. Now, these are the things. When we are speaking, we have to focus on a few points like this. First of all, we have to take care of our fluency and coherence. There are four things I'm just telling you today. Tomorrow we'll continue on that one by one. So if you talk about four aspects of speaking, first thing is fluency, and we call it fluency and coherence. Now, if you talk about Sir Sahir, when he was speaking, he was found using the word and repeatedly, and the word and was used repeatedly. Instead of that, we can use some words like moreover, however. That kind of words also can be used. It would be a better speech, even better speech. So the first thing we need to address is our fluency and coherence. Lexical resources, which means vocabulary. If you use a better vocabulary, that would be a better speech. And then third thing is of our grammatical range and accuracy, our grammar. We have to make error-free sentences. And the last point is pronunciation. So these are the 4 points. Now let us see how many of you have heard it well. Now who can speak about the 4 points now we have discussed? Just now we have discussed the 4 points, the 4 requirements of a good speech. Anyone can come forward and speak about it. Which are those 4 points?
Yes, sir. Can I?
Yeah, yes, you can. Sure, please. Who is that? Samrin ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, madam.
Fluency is nothing but yes, sir. Fluency is
Yes.
nothing but it is the ability to speak smoothly and easily without too many unnatural phrases.
Yes.
And the coherence is nothing but how well your ideas stick together to the listener can follow your meaning.
Great. So it should be connected and there should be a continuity. That is what you mean. So whatever you say should make a sense to the listener, so the listener can follow it without any confusion. So that is one requirement of the speech whenever we are speaking. Yes. Can you say something more about it?
Yes, sir. That's it, sir.
Yeah. Then there is someone, Madam Manasa. Madam Manasa, can you hear me? Yes, Madam Manasa. So you can just talk about it. What were the 4 points we are discussing? Okay. Madam Manasa, can you hear me? All right, then. So we will get to another teacher, Miss Farhin. Farhin, ma'am, can you hear me, Madam Farhin?
Yes.
Madam Farhin, Mrs. Farhin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, Mrs. Farhin, can you talk about the 4 points we have just now discussed?
We have been discussing about when we deliver a speech that we should stick to the fluency and coherence of our speech, and we should how to use vocabulary, like a new vocabulary should be used, and also we should take care of the grammar to understand, like to make our speech understandable to the audience.
Great.
Also, we should be pronouncing the letters in the proper way.
Yeah, that is so we have to take care of your pronunciation and we should be mindful of the accent when we are speaking. We should not have any mother tongue influence. So, in that way, considering these 4 points, that means giving some importance to fluency and coherence, being mindful of the lexical resources, and making an effort to make error free sentences as far as grammar is concerned, and with the right pronunciation. Can you just introduce yourself, Mrs. Farin, keeping all these points in your mind? So the second round of self-introduction. We have made some self-introduction and Madam Sravani has done it, Madam Sruti has done it, Madam Samreen has done it, and Sir Sahir also has done it. And now over to Mrs. Farhin. Now she has an upper hand because she has already got these 4 points. She knows that we should be mindful of fluency and coherence. She knows that we should be mindful of lexical resources, grammar, and pronunciation. Keeping these 4 points in your mind, can you just introduce yourself and speak about yourself in a few sentences? Madam Farin.
Oh, yes. Of course, sir. My name is Farhin. I have been
Yes, madam. Please proceed. Farin ma'am, you can continue.
I am very happy to say that I am one of the family members of Slate group of schools. And also I'm very thankful to you for bringing such opportunities for us to change our language, our fluency.
It's only
to
a
give
pleasure.
awareness. Yes.
Please speak a few more sentences.
Actually, I couldn't join at 5 o'clock for this class because I had to attend a function. Hence, I joined at 5:30.
Yes.
I apologize myself for being late.
All right, all right, all right. So now you can see, so you have got better fluency, you have spoken more sentences, and you are mindful of your pronunciation, and you have made error-free sentences. This is the way we want to speak. So everyone has to focus on these four
Thank you,
aspects.
sir.
Pleasure, ma'am. Pleasure, ma'am. Thank you. So fluency and coherence is the first thing. Of course, we will have more details in the coming days. We will learn in detail about all these things. Do not get shocked by this kind of terminology. Terminology means nothing. We just need to understand this is what we are supposed to do. Suddenly, when you see fluency and coherence, fluency you might have heard, but coherence, when you hear that particular word, you may feel, oh, what's that? That kind of a feeling may be there. Lexical resources, when you may feel, what on earth is that? But lexical resources, it's nothing but vocabulary. The words you choose, your word choice. We are talking about your word choice, what kind of words you are using. And then grammar, everybody knows it. It is just 25% of your language. Don't worry too much about grammar. Of course, we need to make error-free sentences. And when we practice like that in the coming days, we will have sessions and we will have some understanding, better understanding about all these things. And then things will improve. And then our pronunciation also, we have to deal with our mother tongue influence, something like, for example, we say buku, pennu, pencilu, disu, datu, that kind of words when we are speaking. And sometimes we may be saying spoken English, smile please, stationary, stand here, that kind of, everyone has one's own mother tongue. And then when we speak, because of that mother tongue influence, we may be speaking in a different accent. That can be corrected to an extent. 100% correction is not needed, but if we can make a decent correction to that accent, to our pronunciation, it will be a great thing. And now I'll try some more teachers here. They will also speak. Otherwise, they will feel insulted or they'll feel bad about it because they have not been given the chance to speak. So here we have got Said Wasim Raza. Sir Said Wasim Raza. Can you just speak about yourself, sir? Can you hear me, sir? Sir Said Wasim Raza. He has got some network issue, I guess. And here, Madam Anusha, can you hear me? Okay, Madam Priyanka, can you hear me?
Good
evening, ma'am. Who is that?
Good evening, sir. My name is Lavanya. I am from 7 school. My subject is Hindi from 1 to 5.
Yes, ma'am. Please proceed. What happened? She seems to have some network trouble. All right. And now, Saraswati, Madam Saraswati. Madam Saraswati, can you hear me? Madam Saraswati, can you hear me? Yes. Madam Rekha, can you hear me? No. All right. So now we will just see anyone who can hear me and anyone who is willing to speak at this moment. You may please, yes. Reha ma'am, Madam Reha has raised her hand. Madam Reha, if you can hear me, you can please continue, please. Today, everyone has a chance. Madam Reha.
And here, like from tomorrow, day after tomorrow, as we connect through app, your attendance will be monitored and your name will be displayed. And when you don't speak, the same thing will be reported to your management. So I request all of you to be active, because with great risk, we are doing all these things for the benefit of the country. As sir have mentioned, Vikasit Bharat, in part of developing the country, until unless teachers become the best, that is highly impossible. So that is the reason we are doing it, and we want each and everyone's active participation, not randomly doing some work and attending. Request, humbly request each and every one of you to be very serious on this. Don't do any other work other than listening to it, and please be seated at a particular place, as if you sit in a classroom and listen and get the things done. Thank you.
Okay, sir, thank you. And then tomorrow onwards, let us have some understanding, greater understanding. So I'll just tell you what we are supposed to do. So today, these many teachers have spoken. Thank you, all the teachers who have taken the pain of speaking here, taken the initiative of speaking here. And now tomorrow onwards, let me type it and show it here. First thing, what is our code of contact? Tomorrow onwards. So first, let us all be in time. Okay, let us all be in time. Because if we lose the time in the beginning of the session, sometimes we may not understand what we are discussing in the classroom. So let us be all in time, one thing. And then let us have a good network internet connection. So if you have a good internet connection, we will not have the trouble in the middle as we are talking. We will not get disconnected. Sometimes if we get disconnected, it may be an unpleasant experience. And then let us not disturb others with background noise. Of course, we have to sit in such a place where we are not disturbed by any kind of background noise, or we have to choose such a place in our home so that we are not disturbed by the people in our home. Of course, there may be someone in our home, but we have to choose, if as far as possible, we have to choose a closed room so that nobody's sound disturbs us. And if there is sound coming from different connections, then that may be a disturbance to all the people who are participating in the program. So that will not be helpful for us. This is another thing. And then be prepared. Anytime to respond. So there may be some questions asked to you. You will not be asked any tough questions. We will be asking you some simple questions only. And whenever you are asked to speak, whenever you're asked to contribute, it's your chance to contribute to the class. So what should you do? You should be prepared mentally. You should have that positive attitude towards this. And you should be prepared mentally to respond. If you decide that you are not going to respond, you are trying to be away from this, you are trying to be hidden somewhere, then this class will not function properly. So we have to make a decision that I am going to respond to the questions. Okay. And then feel free to raise your doubts, raise your questions or doubts. You just raise your hand. I mean, you can do it technically here, and I can see whenever you are doing that. So I'll give you a chance to speak so you can clear your doubts. So these points we have to be very careful about, and we should have a very positive attitude towards this. And then tomorrow onwards, today we have just spoken about fluency and coherence, lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Tomorrow onwards, we will have very simple topics, very simple topics, and we will learn simple topics. We will learn the spoken English topics in a very simple manner. And then we will all have our own chances to speak. And when we are speaking only, we can understand where we are supposed to improve and where we are doing well. That way we can improve. By the end of the 30th day, we should be speaking much better than what we are doing right now. So this will benefit our students also. Our reputation in the school where we are working will improve. It will be useful throughout our life. So whatever we learn will never betray us. If we learn something new, that is going to be a very useful asset throughout our life. I can tell you there are three kinds of wealth, which is called adhamadhanam. I'm sorry to use some words in our own language. So we call it dhanam. Whatever we have, that wealth, it is called dhanam, and that dhanam or that wealth can be called adhamadhanam, madhyamadhanam, and uttamadhanam. It is, these are three words from Malayalam. I'm just telling you just to know about it. So we will not be using any other languages. I'm not promoting any other language here. So when you say adhamadhanam is something that can be stolen from us. We keep it somewhere. For take the example of your money, you keep your money somewhere and somebody can take it away and you cannot do anything about it. That kind of wealth can be called adhamadhanam. Madhyamadhanam is something like your property, your house. Your house, nobody can keep it on his head and he cannot run away with your house, but still you can lose it if your financial stability is lost. If something wrong happens in your life, you have to sell it. Your house will not be stolen by others. It is madhyama dhanam. That means nobody can steal it, but still you can lose it. It is, of course, better than the previous one. And uttama dhanam, that what we say is something that cannot be stolen from us. You may be sleeping, no one can steal it from you. Your financial condition may be bad, but still no one can steal it from you. Education, knowledge, that kind of thing, speaking skills, it is categorized under uttama dhanam. That means a wealth that cannot be taken away from us. Once we have it, it will be with us throughout our life. No one can steal it. So speaking skills, it is something like that. So once you learn it, it will be there with you throughout your life. No one can steal it. No one can get it away from you, take it away from you. So let us make a sincere effort in this regard to make ourselves better in our speaking skills so that we can make our students better in their speaking skills, and we can ensure that the students perform better, because when we are performing better in the classrooms, the students will naturally perform better. And if you are not performing, you will be outperformed by some other teachers. In the future, new teachers will be joining, and they will be with the help of, with the assistance of all the new technology, including the artificial intelligence, which you are talking about, and we will be outdated if we are not updating ourselves. So this is a great opportunity we have got to improve our speaking skills. Let us make the best use of that. So tomorrow onwards, we will be dealing with the topics. It will not be like this. Today we had this starting trouble and some confusion was there. Some technical issues were there. All these things will be sorted out tomorrow. So tomorrow onwards, we will rock and we will just turn out to be much better speakers by the end of this course. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody for joining this session and investing your time in this. 54 participants are still there in the program. I hope some more will be joining in the program tomorrow. You can please tell your friends also, whoever is joining. Tomorrow we will have maximum number of participants, and so that maximum number of people can benefit out of this. Thank you so much, and over to Srikanth Reddy sir. Actually, Sir Srikanth Reddy, that is what we have to say. We have agreed to say. So today onwards, we will address him like that. Sir Srikanth Reddy, it is not a lack of respect or anything like that. It is the way we have to address people. We say Sir Isaac Newton. We don't say Isaac Newton, sir. So over to Sir Srikanth Reddy.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
So
sir.
as sir have told, like I request all of you to inform your friends and make them join and get the best out of it, because it is not limited to 100 members. We have extended it to 100 plus. So many members can join and get benefited. From my side, I'll also inform all the other correspondents to avail the opportunity. Thank you, Janil sir, and expect
Pleasure, sir.
that all the teachers who join in this class will get benefited and will be able to speak better. Like
Thank
even
you,
I
sir.
have learned a new thing. Like instead of Janil sir Janil, can you please take the things forward? Thank you for educating me on that.
Okay,
Thank you, one and
Thank you,
all.
sir. One and all, thank
sure,
you.
sir. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much,
okay,
sir.
okay.
Yes.